Dear aspirants, welcome to my channel. This is a model question paper 1, Electronics and Communication, Applied Electronics 1. Subject code is 25EC21. So I am going to upload 2 marks questions. Okay. First question, how the number of valency electrons determined whether the material is conductor, semiconductor or insulator. So if the valency electron 1, 2, 3, let us consider the valency electrons is 1, 2, 3, that we call it as a conductor. In the conductor, electrons are loosely bounded and move freely. Next, if the valency electron will be 4, number of 4 valency electrons, we call it as a semiconductor. It is in moderate conductivity and conduct under certain conditions. So coming to the next 5 to 8 valency electrons, that we call it as an insulators. In that, electrons are tightly bounded. They do not move freely. And next, explain how the capacitive filters in a bridge rectifier reduce the ripple in the output DC. So in the bridge rectifier, the capacitor filters is connected across the load, where the load which is acting. During the peak of the rectified output, the capacitor charges is maximum voltage. When the voltage drops, the capacitor discharge going slow through the load, supplying current. Okay, that time supplying current. Next question, list the type of BJTs and mention which current control each type. So there is a 2 types of BJT. One is NPN transistor and PNPN transistor. The both collector current is controlled by base current. Okay, both NPN PNP transistor collector current is controlled by the base current. Next is name the 3 configuration of BJT and identify which is the most commonly used for voltage amplification. The 3 configuration of BJT, one is in common base, we call it as in CB, one is in one more is in common emitter CE and common controller CC. So best one is common emitter configuration is most commonly used voltage amplification because it is high gain. It provides high gain. And next question, list the two type of MOSFET. Identify which one is normally on, which is normally off. In this, there is a 2 types. One is an depleting type and one more is an enhancing type of MOSFET. If it is depletion type, if it is normally on, it means conduct without gate voltage. When it is normally off, requires gate voltage to conduct. Okay. And next question, explain the different types of JFET and BJT in terms of control mechanism input impedance. So BJT is nothing but bipolar junction transistor, that we call it as a bipolar junction transistor. Here the current controlled device, it is a current control device. Collector current controlled by base current, and the low, it is having a low input impedance. Coming to the JFET, it is a junction field effect transistor, voltage control device. It is a voltage controlled device and direct current controlled by gate source. Okay, gate source voltage, and it having a high input impedance. And next, mention one effect of Q point being too close to cutoff or saturation. If the QP point is near cutoff, the signal get clipped at lower side deterioration. Okay. If the QP point near saturation, signal get clipped at upper side deterioration. So in improper Q point cause output deterioration. Okay. Next question. A CMOS inverter is used a digital circuit. Explain how output change when high voltage is applied to the input. So here if you use CMOS inverter, when the high voltage in a logic gate 1 applied into input, in there NMOS transistor turn on and PMO transistor is turn off. This create path ground, so output become low, the logic become 0. Okay. The inverter produce opposite output of the input. This inverter which will be produce opposite output of that. See, if the content is useful, please subscribe my channel, share and support. Thank you.